today on Dr. Phil. He gets $1,000 a month allowance.
I love Burberry, Balenciaga. You gotta have a limited edition piece in your closet or your drip is corny.
You don't want your drip to be corny. What the hell does that mean? Your mother moved you into the master bedroom so you could have a walk-in closet? Why?
Because I want it.
What you want, you take. You say you're cutting him off at the end of the year? This is the end of the year. Today's going to be a changing day in your life. You've never had anybody working harder to bring you to the threshold of change than right now. Okay, I've got a question for you. I want to see a show of hands. How many people received an allowance when you were teenagers? Raise your hand. Really? I didn't get squat. Or how many people have given their teenagers a monthly allowance? Okay. Now, most children by age 17 have had their first or second job. But for those who still receive an allowance, how much is reasonable? What do you think? How much? 20? You say, how many say 20? How many say 50 bucks a week? How many say 100 bucks a week? Anybody for 200 a week? Anybody for 400 a week? Anybody for 1,000 a month? I only see a few teenage hands going up. Well, 17-year-old Ronald says he gets $1,000 a month, and it is not nearly enough. Even though he refuses to work and his only source of income is his allowance. He says it is just not enough for his lavish taste, and in order to buy designer goods, he demands that his mother give him more. Ronald says he wants my help to convince his mother to give him a raise from $1,000 a month to at least $1,500, but he really wants more. Take a look.
My allowance is $1,000 a month, and I spend it on shopping and buying designer clothes. We got Yeezy shirts, more Gucci and Blake. We got True Religion shirt. This shirt right here, I can't even say the name of it. Like, I just got brands in here that I can't even pronounce. I just love swiping my card, and it just say approved, approved, approved. We have a chapstick that has 2-karat gold in here. It's gold on my lips. My favorite brands is Burberry. My Burberry favorites, you know, I got the shirt on. I love Burberry, Balenciaga, and Versace. Half of this stuff, it still got tags on it. I don't even really know what I have. I have on an all-wool cashmere Helmut Lang sweater, and I have on my Rolex. This was $1,000 or $900. I spent $2,000 on that tracksuit just because I saw a rapper wearing it, and I liked it. My nickname is King, and I feel like it fits me because I'm the king of designer. I love my bed, my flat screen TV, my Malaysian headboard, and my closet. I actually have like a little stool in here for me to sit down and like try on my shoes. A lot of people do say I'm bougie. All my fashion books, Barney's New York, Fendi book, Tiffany & Co. holiday collection book. I see myself very privileged. Limited edition is everything. You gotta have a limited edition piece in your closet or your closet is corny, your drip is corny. $1,000 a month is not enough for me. I would like my allowance raised to $1,500. I would really like to be famous just because I like the attention. Another person had said, like I'm fire, my whole outfit is fire. I would really like to be on YouTube. I want to do like videos of like my life. Okay guys, so this is my brand new Givenchy book bag. Some YouTube channels I admire is Nicolette, Jeffree Star, the Ace family. My mom is not supportive of my YouTube career. She'd rather me go to college. I don't feel like an average person. I'm above that. I want to tell Dr. Phil, my mom needs to raise my allowance and that she needs to stop pressuring me to go to college and let me do what I want to do.
Okay, so you think you should get to do what you want to do?
Yep.
You know, before this is over, you might be surprised that I just might agree with you. There will be a few conditions to that, but we'll talk about that. Now, you say that you don't think you're spoiled. Why not?
I'm not spoiled at all. I just feel like I deserve the lifestyle that I have, and my allowance should be raised more. I don't see that as being spoiled.
Okay, and so why do you believe that you deserve this? You're entitled to it.
I deserve this because my parents are stressful, especially my mom. Like,
They're stressful?
yes, they stress me out.
They stress you out?
Yes.
How did they do that?
I get wrinkles in my face.
Because of the stress?
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss. How do they stress you? What is it that they do that causes you to be stressed?
Trying to stop me from shopping. Shopping is my therapy.
It's retail therapy?
Yes, retail therapy. And by them trying to stop me, it's stressful.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
Shop, shop, shop.
Yeah, chop, chop, chop. Okay.
Yep.
Now, you said something earlier that I guess I'm out of the flow, but you said you don't want your drip to be corny.
Yeah.
What the hell does that mean?
$1,000.
What the hell does that, what is your drip?
This is drip right here, $1,000, Louboutins.
What is drip?
This is drip, stuff that costs money.
Oh, it's like your style?
Yeah.
It's the way you roll?
Yep.
Okay. I'm catching up here. I'm catching up. Okay, so those were $1,000?
Yep. I call these cocoa.
Why?
They all white.
Cocoa's not white.
Yes, it is.
What?
Yes, it is.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so what's the most expensive purchase that you've made on a designer item?
My Givenchy book bag,
And what'd that cost?
$1,000.
$1,000?
And some change.
You've got a Rolex.
No, it was gifted to me.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't with my money.
Okay. All right. So you've got a Rolex. You carry these designer bags and designer shoes.
Yep.
And all. How much money do you make? I know your mother makes money, but how much money do you make?
I don't make no money.
You don't make no money.
Nope.
How does that work? How does that work out? I'd like to get on that program.
I just like designer stuff. If it's not designer, I'm not going to wear it.
Yeah, I like hair, but I don't have any.
Oh my God,
I get that you like it, but what entitles you to have it if you haven't earned it?
I do earn it, cleaning my room. So that's a job for me. Shopping, that's a job for me.
Yeah, and I guess that is a bit of a chore, because let me get this right. Is it true that your mother moved you into the master bedroom so you could have a walk-in closet, and she's living down the hall in one of the other bedrooms?
Yeah, the littlest room in the house.
She's living in the smallest room in the house.
Yeah.
And you're in the master suite?
Yeah, with the walk-in closet.
Why?
'Cause I want it. So what I want, I take.
What you want, you take.
Yep.
Okay, well, next, Ronald says he lives for the likes his lavish lifestyle receives on social media, but will his mother continue providing the cash for his flash? Well, I'm going to ask her some questions when we come back.
Ronald thinks that I'm made of a money tree that I could just shake in the yard and it comes in my hand and, oh, I just hand it to him.
I'm getting a Range Rover once I get my permit.
I don't have Range Rover money. Ronald needs a real big reality check.
Shopping brings me true happiness because it's just my therapy. Other luxury things that I like other than shopping is going to the fanciest steakhouses like Del Fresco, Ocean Prime, Ruth Chris, going like on vacations, like fancy 5-star hotels. Some places I would love to visit is Paris because that's just like the fashion capital. I just love all the luxury stuff that they have. So I would never stop shopping because shopping is just like a part of my life.
Well, Ronald says he believes that all kids deserve his allowance because parents, well, they're just stressful and they need to pay for that. And he says he's actually getting wrinkles from the stress of his parenting. Well, his mother, Taisha, says she's breaking her back working, get this, 120 hours a week to pay for his $1,000 plus allowance because her son refuses to get a job. Take a look.
The problem that I'm having with my son Ronald is I give him $1,000 allowance a month, and he wants an extra $1,500 to support his luxury and designer clothes. He's not getting it.
I am going to get it.
He's not getting it.
I'm going to get it.
And he loves the compliments that he gets on his clothes. He just like always been obsessed with designer things. He always think in his mind that he's a celebrity. He's like, oh, I can get that and I can get all the attention. Ronald's dream is to be a YouTuber because he thinks the YouTubing is everything. How are you going to make your own money?
By posting videos. You get paid from YouTube from making videos.
He can make all this money and buy, fashion clothes and cars.
I'm getting a Range Rover once I get my permit.
I don't have Range Rover money.
Yeah.
You need a job, and then you'll get your Range Rover.
My Range Rover.
Ronald's closet is way bigger than mine. You can tell that he's very spoiled. I have like a little small closet. He has a larger walk-in closet.
He's saying fashion
Clothes
is just
after
not that.
clothes,
It's shopping.
If I ever brought Ronald something that's not designer, he'll throw it in the trash. Ronald thinks that I'm made of a money tree that I could just shake in the yard and it comes in my hand and, I just hand it to him. I work about 120 hours a week to support my household. If I tell Ronald that I'm not giving him extra money, he shuts down, gets an attitude, stomps up the steps, slams the door.
I'm going to get everything. My allowance raised, my car.
He's just not getting it. He has to get a job.
No, it's not going to happen.
Ronald's not thinking about college. His mindset is just YouTubing and making millions. Ronald needs a real big reality check.
If I don't get my $1,500, you probably won't see me in this house anymore.
You've been watching this from backstage, right?
Yes.
Conversation we've been having.
Yes.
What's it sound like to you?
It sounds real sad. Like Ronald really needs to wake up and no King
Yes,
Riz.
King Riz.
No,
I'm
Ronald.
a king. I'm a king.
He really needs to wake up and be more independent for as having a job or two
I'm not going to
to
get a job.
support all these things that he wants. I just feel like he needs to further his education for as going to college or
I'm not going to
a
college.
trade school.
Sorry.
You are.
No,
You're going to do something.
No.
You are, Ron.
I'm not. I'm going to do YouTube.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I do.
And you created that in January.
Mm-hmm.
And it's now the fall. How many videos have you posted on your channel so far this year?
I posted one video and then I deleted it.
So in the entire year, you put up one video and took it down?
Yeah.
Dr. Phil, he feels as though that he's like the king of the world. Like
I am.
Everything revolves around him.
They watching me. I'm the king. This is my show.
If I cook dinner,
it's my show. I don't care. It's my show.
He feels as though if I cook dinner that he's supposed to get the first plate of the house. If we go out somewhere traveling, he has to be in the front seat. It's just like everything is all about Ryan.
I think I know what's wrong with him.
Yes.
My question is, what's wrong with you? And you have a job as a parent.
Yes.
Okay, and to me, the job of a parent is to prepare a child for the next level of life.
Yes.
And to live independently.
I tried to push him to get a job. I helped him.
Okay, wait a minute. Are you preparing him for the next level of life?
No.
You're giving him something for nothing. Is that how the world works?
No.
Does the world work where he just comes into an employer and says, I'm the king, and I want the top salary here at the company? And they go, oh, okay, oh, great.
No.
That's not how the world works, but that's what you're teaching him. Now, Taisha says Ronald needs to get serious about his life because YouTube won't pay the bills, but is she willing to shut down the bank and start preparing him for the next level of life? I've got some questions for both of them, and the first one's about this bedroom.
When you graduate high school at the end of the year, your allowance will be cut off.
Oh, no.
You're going to have to work a job. I get mad and frustrated with Ryan because he just wants more and more money all the time. Ryan needs a job to support his habits.
I had a summer job at 15. I was washing dishes, and I only was getting paid like $100 every 2 weeks, which is not enough to support my lifestyle. Basically, after 4 weeks of working there, I quit because I got tired of being told what to do.
My son, Ronald, he tries to sneak little ways to get more money. Like if he takes out the trash or, tidying up around the house, he feels as though he got to be paid extra for each individual thing. Oh, you need to pay me for this. You need to pay me for that. I do laugh because, why do I have to pay you to do your chores?
Now, Ronald says he uses retail therapy to make himself better because his mom is always at work. But is he willing to take a smaller allowance or no allowance so she doesn't have to work as much?
No, I'm not. She can work more to raise my allowance. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
When you graduate high school at the end of the year, your allowance will be cut off.
Oh, no.
You're going to have to work a job.
No. I don't know why y'all clapping. No.
Because I can't do it.
It's not going to happen, bro.
I can't.
Let me ask you something. You're living in a small bedroom in your house, and he's in the master suite. Who pays for this house?
I do.
But you put him in the master suite, and you go down the hall and live in a smaller bedroom. Why is that? What did you say to yourself to make that okay?
Well, I gave him the bigger room because he has a lot more clothes than I do. I just let him take the bigger room with all his clothes, and I took the smaller room.
My question is why?
I don't know, Dr. Phil. I just need help with reparenting for us this whole situation with
here.
Ryan. Yes.
Yeah, help's here.
I really do.
Oh, help is here.
Okay.
Yeah, help is here. He's been writing in, actually. He wrote to me on March 3rd of this year. He says, my mom thinks I have a spending and attitude problem. I want her to stop picking on me. I feel like she doesn't want me to have a normal teenage life. Every time I try to go out with my friends, she always wants to know where I'm going and who I'm going with.
Yes.
I just want Dr. Phil to talk to my mom and get us on better terms as far as our relationship and see if he can get my allowance raised.
Well, the allowance is not going to happen.
No, it's going to happen. So.
And I feel as though we will have a better relationship if he can learn to save money more and spend less. And we do normal things like a family, like go out to the movies, dinner.
He wrote
I can
on
spend more time with
4/11.
him.
He wrote the next month, and he says, I live with my mom and my little sister, and he says, I want to help with stop this drama and to make my mom raise my allowance. He wrote in June, says, I went shopping with my friends, and I went to the Gucci store and bought a pair of $500 shoes, and she got mad.
Yes.
I also feel like my allowance should be raised because $400 every 2 weeks is not cutting it.
It's not.
She thinks she can control me and the way I spend my money.
Yeah, my money. Once she give me my allowance, that's my money. I get to do whatever I want to do with it.
Once she gives it to you, it's yours. Once you give it to him, it's his.
Yes.
Until you give it to him, it's yours.
Yes.
No, don't play it. Don't play it.
Because here's how much money you have. You get your allowance at her discretion. The woman you send down the hall to live in a small bedroom.
Yeah, that's right.
She can cut it off. She can turn it on. She can take it
it's
down.
not going to happen.
Yes, I can.
Because your credit card will end up missing, so.
I'm sorry?
Her credit card will end up missing.
He stole my credit card and charged up $300 to $400.
There's a term that describes that behavior. It's called felony.
Yes.
Next, Ronald says he isn't an outfit repeater. So what does he do with the clothes his mother buys that he wears? I'm going to tell her next, then I've got a few questions for the king here. Does it bother you that your mother is sacrificing working 120 hours a week? Does that bother you?
No, it don't bother me.
I'm here with Ronald and his mom, Taisha. She wants Ronald to wake up and realize that money doesn't grow on trees and he needs to stop spending hers and start working for his. Do you know what he does with these designer clothes you buy?
He doesn't wear it more than once or twice. He throws it in the trash, or he'll pass it down to somebody.
He'll wear a shirt one time and then throw it in the trash because he's not a repeater.
Yes.
Who's your audience, by the way? Who is it you're wearing these things for? Who
My
are you?
fans.
Your fans?
Yep. These my fans, too. These my fans, too.
He thinks that he's like a celebrity, Dr. Phil.
Your fans, what are they fans of?
My outfits.
They're fans of the clothes your mommy buys you?
No, the clothes I buy, not my mom.
No, you don't buy anything. You don't buy anything.
Hard-working money that
You
I give
don't buy anything
do.
because you don't have any money. Now, let me ask you a few questions. Now, be honest, okay? I mean, man up and be honest here. You're a big deal. You're a big shot. You're the king.
Yep.
So man up and answer some questions here. Let me ask you something. I want to know, how much do you think the lease is on your house? What's that cost?
I don't know.
How about car payment? How much does that cost?
I don't know.
Utilities for the house. How much does that cost?
I don't know.
When your mother works these 120 hours a week, FICA, how much is that? Do you know what that is?
No, I don't.
That's taxes the government takes out of her check. So if she makes, say, $2,000 in a week, they come take a bite out of that before they give her the money. How much do you think insurance costs?
I don't know. I don't pay for insurance.
You don't pay for anything. Income taxes. How much does your mother pay in income taxes every year?
I don't know.
Your answer is, I don't know. You don't know what any of that cost. How about fuel for the car? How about your mother's clothes, sister's clothes, medical, maintenance, phones, internet, TV? You know what any of that cost? The answer is, you don't know, and what's more, you don't care.
Exactly.
I don't.
Do you?
No.
So he get his own job.
Does it bother you that your mother is sacrificing, doing without, and working 120 hours a week and burning herself out, and you're contributing nothing? Does that bother you?
No, it don't bother me.
You had to work, what, a week for him to buy those shoes?
Yes.
And you have to work like 2 days, sun up to sundown, for him to put on a shirt, take a picture in it, and go throw it in the trash can. Are you willing to do that?
No, Dr. Phil, it has to come to a stop. Like, I just
It's not gonna
really
come to a
need
stop.
help.
Ronald doesn't know the cost of living, but he does know
career.
he's going to
It is a
make
career,
money being a YouTube star. So how on earth is that going to happen? We'll talk about that when we come back.
I feel as though the YouTube path is not going to work for Ronald because he thinks that the YouTubing is everything and he going to rack up all these dollars. He's just going to be rich.
I have 4K followers on Instagram. I do want to be famous. I mean, like, who doesn't want to be famous? On Instagram, people leave comments complimenting me on my outfit. Fame and attention and stuff make me feel good. And they've been knowing that, like, over 1 million people was, like, watching me. People just put hearts, and somebody put the money sign, like, yeah, money. It makes me feel happy and appreciative that people, like, feel that way.
Well, I'm here with Ronald and Taisha. Ronald is what I call a taker. In this world, there are givers and there are takers. Ronald is a taker. He has said, yes, I take money from my mother. I don't care that she is working 120 hours a week. I don't care that she's making sacrifices. I don't care that she's living in a small bedroom because I've taken over the master suite. I don't care that my little sister is making sacrifices. All I care is that I get what I want when I want it, and I want it right now. And in fact, I want her to increase how much she's giving me because it's not enough to support my lifestyle. Now, he says he's not going to go to college because he's going to become a YouTube star, and you're going to make millions at this, right?
Yep.
A video creator can make money on YouTube. You can earn maybe $2,000 per million views.
Okay.
You know, that's per million views. Right now, you have 0 views. But if you had 1 million views, you'd get $2,000. YouTube takes 45% of that. IRS takes a cut of the remainder. The viewers have to watch 30 seconds of an ad for it to count. So if you have 1 million views, you get $2,000. YouTube takes 45% of that for their commission, so that $2,000 now becomes $1,100. Then you pay tax on that at about 40%, so that's $660. So every time you get somebody to watch a video 1 million times, you get $660. You understand, to make millions, you've got to have a lot of views.
Okay. I got views right now.
You don't have any videos.
Okay, it don't matter.
You don't have any videos, so
Okay,
you don't
I'm going to
have any
make
views.
videos. There's going to be videos on my YouTube.
Focus on your future, going to college,
not going to
a
college.
trade school,
You talking-
even a
You say you
fashion
got
designer.
views, you talking about my viewers?
No, these are my views right now. This is my show right now.
Yeah. Yeah. How much
It's
are
not
you?
your show.
Okay,
This
no,
is my show.
hold on. Let's explore that. Let's explore that. That's your show. Whose name do you see on the walls?
Okay, so what?
And let me ask you another question. How much are you getting paid for your show?
I don't know.
How much am I getting paid for your show?
I don't know. How much are you getting paid for my show?
A lot more than 0.
Okay.
You want to know what I would tell you to do? I believe in commando parenting, and I've written a book about it. It sold millions of copies. And I talk in there about commando parenting, which is when you get children that are entitled, then you have to let them learn that those things are privileges that are to be earned. What you have to do as a parent, according to the laws of the state where you live, you are required as a parent to give him a warm and dry place to live, nutrition, medical care, and educational opportunity.
Right,
You got to make sure he gets to school.
right.
He doesn't have to have iPhones, Xboxes, televisions,
No.
any of
do.
that. No. He's just talking to himself. I'm telling you the truth.
Yes.
What he needs is a room with a bed and a pillow and a blanket. That's it. He needs, he probably needs 2 shirts, 2 pair of pants,
Oh, no. That's
Two-
not gonna
Oh,
happen.
yes.
2 pair of socks, and 1 pair of shoes. Now, the reason he needs 2 shirts is because he'll wear one while he's washing the other one.
No, that's not going to
He
happen.
needs 2 pair of underwear so he can wear one while he's washing the other. 2 pair of pants so he can wear one while he's washing the other. That's why you need 2, because you want him to be clean.
Right.
I'm going to tell you the steps I would go through to change this, starting when you get home. Next. Ronald wants to be famous, but Aisha says her son needs a reality check, and if she listens to me, he's going to get one.
We're going to see about that.
If you're afraid he's going to steal,
Yes.
then you can do one of two things. One, you can let that happen, and if he goes to jail, that's a wake-up call. You say he needs a wake-up call. Let him get arrested, let him get prosecuted, and he will get a dose of reality in jail. Yeah.
Now, what should I...
No, hold on. Your other alternative is to take a nice headshot of him. I'm sure he's got plenty of pictures. He likes to admire himself. You can print those out on 8x10, and you can go by all the designer stores in your area that he likes to frequent, all the stores, and you can give him this picture and say, this is my son, and he seems to be addicted to labels, and I've cut him off of his allowance. If you see him come through the door, he has no money. So you need to watch him real close because he's probably here to rob you.
Right.
Wow. That's not going to work. That is so trash.
And while I'm here, I have these 9 things that still have their tags on them. I would like to return these.
No,
to you.
that's not happening.
These clothes that are hanging in that closet, those are yours. I would open an eBay account and sell every damn one of them.
Oh, no.
My dream goal is to be a homeowner, and with me, keep giving Ryan his $1,000 allowance. It's
Well,
just...
actually, let me point something out to you here.
Okay.
Because I looked into that for you, and I looked in your neighborhood. This is a home in your neighborhood that's $140,000, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. The down payment is $9,800, which I bet you can get from returning what's hanging in there with that. And the monthly payment is $869. That's less than you're giving him for allowance.
Yes.
Just by returning the stuff hanging in his closet and cutting off that allowance, you can buy this house.
Okay.
Home number 2, monthly payment $901. Home number 3, monthly payment $1,027. Just by you getting back to reality, you can own any of these 3 homes.
I feel as though he don't appreciate what I do for him as far as working a lot of hours.
Well, you know he doesn't. You need to be your own best friend here. I want him out of that master bedroom. I want
I'm not
you
leaving my
in
room.
that
No,
master
that's
bedroom.
Crazy.
That is your house. You are the matriarch of this home. You move into that master bedroom. You get yourself set up in there. You move him into one of the, because he not going to need any room. He needs a twin mattress and
no,
2 hangers.
No.
You say you're cutting him off at the end of the year? This is the end of the year. Today is the end of the year. You've got to return the clothes that have not been worn, sell the ones that have been worn, and take that money, use it as a down payment, use it whatever you want to, and then he can either get a job, and if he wants an allowance, he can earn it. You know, when I was 10 years old, I was raising pigeons for money. I raised pigeons and sold them to stables.
I'm not selling no pigeons. Like, what? Like, I'm not doing it.
I did what I could do when I could do it.
Yep.
And my drip looked good. Okay, I'm going to get you some help.
Okay.
All right, next, they say the eyes are the windows to the soul, but my next guest is not too happy with what she sees in the mirror. We'll talk about that when we come back. My next guest, Julie, has a house full of teenagers, 16-year-old twins and a 19-year-old daughter. Now, Julie says dealing with her children's busy schedules and her job teaching preschool takes a toll. She sees the stress when she looks in the mirror.
Hurry up, we're running late. When you have teenagers in your life, you keep going, going, and going all day long. Do you have everything? A typical day in the world of Julie is I take my daughter to school, come home, get ready for work as a preschool teacher, then take my son to school, and then I take myself to work. Having teenagers that are active is very hard on me because I feel like I'm always a taxi.
Well, Julie, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So, raising teens, we've done it. Raising teens is challenging for most parents, and
Yes.
Robin and I got through it pretty unscathed, I say, with our boys Jay and Jordan. But I can't imagine having 3 teens in the house, because then you can't play man-to-man, you have to play zone. How did you manage it all?
Mostly it's driving, a lot of driving, taking them to school activities, things like that. And my daughter also helps me out now because she's a driving, and so she helps me out a little more, take the pressure off me.
Well, I understand you had a bit of an epiphany a few years ago. Tell me about it.
Yes, about 3 years ago, my father suddenly passed away, and it affected me a lot. I started looking at my life differently. When I look in the mirror and I see someone that's older than I am, and I want to look as good as I can for as long as I can.
And, you know, people sometimes get confused about stress and stressors. Stress is the body's reaction to a stressor, which is what puts demand on the body. You can have a heart attack, hypertension, all kinds of things can happen. And Julie, you say you want to look as good as you can, so let's take a look at some of your concerns.
See these lines here? My children call them tiger stripes. Crow's feet, I can't even smile. I don't like the crow's feet around my eyes, especially when I smile, they come out a lot more. In the morning, I have under-eye puffiness. It makes me look like my eyes are swollen, like a boxer. Inside, I feel bad, but outside, I just laugh it off. I need to do something now before it's too late.
Well, Julie, I'd like you to meet dermatologist and spokesperson for Rock Skin Care. This is Dr. Sabrina Fabi.
Hi, nice to meet you, Julie.
So, Dr. Fabi, what do you recommend for Julie's concerns? Because stress does take a toll, right?
Absolutely, and the skin under the eye is the thinnest skin of our entire body. And so what we find is that it's next to cheek skin, which is much thicker. And so as we age, with each year of life, it starts to give our age away. And so we know to avoid fatty foods or a heavy meal or a lot of alcohol or salty foods the night before so that our eyes don't look so puffy or dark the next day. But the reality is that there are topicals, and the gold standard remains a retinol. So it really requires using and choosing the right retinol. And so I like to recommend Rock Skincare for my patients. And specifically for you, Julie, I recommend Rock Retinol Correction Eye Cream. Its clinically proven formula improves the 3 signs of eye aging. It was able to improve the appearance of crow's feet by about 50%. It also visibly reduces dark circles and puffiness in 4 weeks. And in a brand study, it showed to improve the appearance of the eyes so that it looked like skin of someone 10 years younger.
Oh, wow. That sounds good.
Well, we have some before and after pictures. Let's start with the before. This is before Rock. Take a look.
And so, yeah, you can see those lines and wrinkles underneath the eyelid as well as along the crow's feet and even the upper eyelid.
And here are results after 4 weeks.
Oh, wow.
So significant improvement of those fine lines and crow's feet, yeah.
So, Julie, what do you think?
I think it looks like something I need. It looks great. Great improvement.
The great news is that it's actually available for less than $20 at Walmart. And so for you, Julie, Rock actually has a gift for you.
Oh.
They're going to be giving you a 1-year supply.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow.
All right. And audience, we're not going to forget you. You're all going home with Rock's eye cream. So you have it for yourselves. I would like to thank all of my guests today, and a special thanks to Dr. Sabrina Fabi. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Before I go, Julie wants everyone to look good, but I really like this tweet from Joseph. He wrote, "One day I want to be as fly as Dr. Phil." Well, I'll take that compliment and love hearing from all of you on social media. We'll see you next time.